Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Superkick Network from the Midwest to the world, your home for independent wrestling. I am JV Vernola. We have some great action on tap this episode. In our opening contest, we have Chip Walker looking to exact a bit of revenge against Mr. Money in this match from above the ring. Yours truly is on the call. Let's go ringside. And it sounds like everyone here in the Midwest likes to party as he is handing out those sodas and those, not sodas, maybe adult sodas we should call them, banquets. That's what we're going to call them. They are banquets. That's what they are. They are being passed out here amongst the adults, enjoying their beverages being passed out by the manimal Chip Walker. Likes to party, likes to wrestle. This match, of course, a rematch of sorts. The last time we saw Chip Walker in action, it was originally a singles match against the Mysterious Roach that then got turned into a tag team match. After interference by this man coming up. As the fans here rain adulation down on Chip Walker. And as I was alluding to earlier, the last time we saw Chip Walker in action, we also saw this man, Mr. Money, in action. Actually, he and TDK stuck their nose in the match of the Mysterious Roach and the Manimal, turned into a tag match. They were actually victorious against Roach and Walker, although through less than, let's say, legal means. They definitely bent the rules there to get the victory, and although they got the win, Roach and Chip Walker were the ones walking away at the end of that match. As I said, this one a rematch, a return match of sorts. The next chapter in the battle, if you will, the next battle in the war. Of course, representing high society. And I have to give it to the man. That is quite the chain. He's actually quite trustworthy of the people here in Indiana, leaving it on the ring post. Although he has no reason to not be trusting of these people here, although he doesn't like any of them. He's made that very, very well known here. And the fans here are making it well known that they do not like Mr. Money as well. They are cheering for Chip Walker, and a beautiful takedown there. Almost immediately into submission, Mr. Money able to roll out of it. I would imagine that the power and wrestling acumen advantage would go to Chip Walker. You saw all the patches on that jacket that he walked out with. A lot of those are for wrestling. Yes, he was at least a double letter A two-sport athlete is Walker. Money, though, wrenching in the headlock. Series of back elbows now. 3 from the Manimal trying to break away, but Mr. Money with a handful of hair. And right into the wrist lock. Incredible agility there from the 300-pounder. Has him up and again. The suplex cover, 1 count only. Was able to take him over with that suplex. That was sheer power. Into the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Able to avoid the haymaker there. And Mr. Money pulling every trick he has out of the book right now. That slap, not quite injurious, only insulting. And Walker able to laugh it off. Right into a waistlock and a German suplex. And Mr. Money is getting the heck out of Dodge after that one. Walker to the outside now, giving chase to Mr. Money. Money back in the ring. Walker smartly taking his time to get back in, but Mr. Money still able to take advantage of it. You could see him kicking the middle rope there. Walker will be singing soprano for at least the next few moments. At least when he regains consciousness after that savate kick to the temple that sent him to the outside. And Mr. Money again bending every rule he can in the book to gain the advantage here. He's doing what he has to, or at least what he feels he has to gain the advantage over the much bigger opponent here. Walker has proven that he has an answer for everything Money brings to the table, except when Money bends the rules. And the series of elbow drops right now, and you can see Walker feeling the effects of all of those. Taking a bow before the standing moonsault, cover 2, able to kick out right at 2.5. Money arguing with the referee now, taking issue and umbrage with the count. Big knife edge chop there. You can see the pain etched across the face of Chip Walker. Again, has him up, and another knife edge chop there. Going for a third, but Walker says no, able to stop it, pushes him off. Right into a Uranagi. Both men off their feet right now. Walker doing what he can to gain this momentum from the crowd to get back to his feet. Successful in doing so. Both men back to their feet. Money able to avoid the clothesline. It looked like a Falcon Arrow or a Michinoku driver right there. Forgive me. Money back to his feet. Walker back to his feet. Walker in the bad part of town. Leaves himself open for a series of attacks now. From Money coming off the ropes. And a big running knee right to the side of the head into the temple. Chip Walker, if he is even conscious, has no idea where he is right now. And one half of High Society is going to the high rent district here. Up on the top rope, taking issue with the crowd far too much, giving Manimal the opening he needs. And a Samoan drop off the middle rope, the top rope, excuse me. Here's a cover, 2, almost 3. You saw the referee's hand on the way down and how close it was. double count out situation here. The fans showing their appreciation for the Manimal Chip Walker, trying to give him the momentum he needs once again. Both men to a knee right now. Manimal pulling himself up, doing what he can to fight back to his feet. Both men back on their feet now. Shot to the chops right there, followed up with a forearm. And these men are trading lefts and rights to the chops in the middle of the ring. Able to avoid the haymaker is Walker, and a series. Now, that is one German suplex. Two German suplexes. Three German suplexes. The Manimal is starting a suplex party for Mr. Money, and Money kicks out. Money kicking out on instinct. Manimal squarely in control here, trying to get the crowd behind him once again. Money pulls the referee in the way, though, and then pokes to the eye. Rocker, dropper, Fame-Ass, whatever you want to call it. Rolls him over. Could have had the pin there. Going up to the top rope, though. Looking to make sure he stays down. Guillotine leg drop. This has to be it. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Foot on the rope from Chip Walker. Money thinks he has this one. Mr. Money celebrating prematurely. The referee telling him that Walker got his foot on the ropes at the last moment. Arguing the referee's decision now. Rolls him up, hooking the tights. Referee sees it, though. Walker able to reverse it. Turnabout is fair play. Had him pinned. And your winner there is Chip Walker, Mr. Money. In disbelief. We'll be right back. Some incredible action there in that first contest. You know things are not over by a long shot between Mr. Money and the Manimal Chip Walker. But now it is time for our main event. In his long-awaited return after nearly a year's absence from this organization, Cassidy Keith looks to re-establish his presence here at the expense of Theo Storm. Let's go ringside. And here you can see Theo Storm making his way to the ring. The evolved Theo Storm. No idea what that was between those two men right now, Theo Storm and that member of the audience. I don't think I want to know. And Theo Storm again evolved here. His wardrobe has evolved just a bit. Gotta say, I'm digging the floral prints. His wardrobe is always on point here with the short sleeve button up. And although it doesn't seem that the fans here appreciate him or his wardrobe choices, referee making sure everything is nice and legal. That Theo Storm has not brought anything with him into the ring that should not be there. And no disrespect meant, but Theo Storm might need all of it against this man, Cassidy Keith. Making his return here after nearly a year gone. And you can hear by the reaction, the fans here definitely miss this man. Quite the social media presence, excuse me. Probably one of the best follows on Facebook I have. And again, the fans here showing their appreciation for the big man, Theo Storm, getting the heck out of Dodge before we can even get started. The BIG of the 313, they call him. And let's hear what the man has to say, I guess. That's just preposterous.
Why don't you just make this night a little quicker? Lay down for me, and we'll get this over with. So you and I can both go.
That's even more preposterous.
I think he's got, I think he's smart.
Fans telling Keith to not take the deal. I can't blame them. I wouldn't either. That's just insulting. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Theo Storm can't believe what he's seeing here. Bell is rung. We are underway. He's covering one. And Cassidy Keith kicking right out, letting Theo Storm know that no such thing will be happening today. Breaks off for the Irish whip, lucha bypass, into a shoulder tackle. That is a huge amount of mass coming at you with a shoulder tackle right there. Theo Storm somehow back to his feet. You can see the reaction he gave there. He's in total disbelief. Those open hand palm thrusts to the torso, followed up with a headbutt. And it looks like Cassidy Keith has not missed a step here in his year gone from a wrestling ring. Theo Storm on Dream Street right now, has no idea where he is. Cassidy Keith knows exactly where Storm is, though. It comes up under him. There's only way for one Storm to go, and that is down. And I don't think he's going to like the way he goes down. Face first into the apron. Right where the steel meets the mat. Face first. That could be the match. But Cassidy Keith wants to make the man suffer just a little bit for the insult he gave earlier in the match. Basement dropkick right to the chin. And Cassidy Keith has been squarely in control since kicking out at the 1 count. Theo Storm begging to the referee for mercy. He will get no quarter from him, and a low blow to Cassidy Keith. That was not begging for mercy. That was distracting the referee from the low blow that he set Keith up for. And just like that, the evolved Theo Storm is in control. Although through nefarious means. Working that knee into the spine as he works the chin lock. Keith using the momentum from the fans here to try to fight back to his feet. Theo Storm having none of it though. Striking down a series of forearms that are able to keep the man down at least momentarily. As you can see him fighting back to his feet in a big stomp. Quelling that. And this is our main event. Cassidy Keith, his first time in a ring in almost a year, takes a knee to the face from Theo Storm. Here's a cover. Count. Almost 3. And again, raining those stinging forearms down. And choking him across the middle rope right now is Theo Storm. Cassidy Keith has been at a huge disadvantage since taking that low blow just a few moments ago. And a big forearm right there to the chin. That may have been a closed fist. You can see Theo Storm shaking his hand off like it was a closed fist. That is a very hard head that he's hitting there with Cassidy Keith. Open hand chop there to the chest, but Cassidy Keith showing it had no effect. Neither did that knife edge. All it did was make the man angry. Punched the head again, and that forearm had some effect. And just like that, Cassidy Keith is right back in control. Coast to coast with the Irish whip. Sends him into the corner, and a big avalanche there. And the clothesline turns Storm inside out. Spun him 270 degrees. Off the ropes. Teasing Storm there. Storm ducking and covering like it's a volcano in South Park. But left himself open for that kick right there. Cassidy Keith being quite the gentleman and catching Storm as he falls. But it gave Storm the opening he needed. Couple shots to the midsection. Keith able to answer back. Breaks the referee's count. Up to 2. Up on the apron. A trust fall onto Theo Storm. Storm just got squashed like a bug. A huge trust fall there from Cassidy Keith. The evolved Theo Storm somehow back to his feet. Rolled back into the ring by the big man. Keith back into the ring himself. Thrust to the throat right there. Springboard off the ropes into a waistlock though. Keith caught him. Ripcord. Looked like he had Storm where he wanted him though. Storm able to fight his way out of it though. Going for the standing cross body. No such luck. Keith has him laid out. 1, 2. Able to get his foot on the rope somehow is Theo Storm. Desperation. Keeping Storm in this match right now. You know Cassidy Keith had that match won, and that is the first mistake Keith has made in this entire match. Perhaps the second, just poor ring positioning. That's literally one of maybe 2 times he's showed rust at all in this match. Theo Storm able to reverse out of it, rolls him up. His feet are on the ropes, the referee doesn't see it. Theo Storm was able to snatch the victory there, able to steal the victory there with his feet on the ropes. The man cheated to get the victory. Everyone here except the referee saw it. And I hope Theo Storm is proud of himself. The man had to cheat to win. This match was squarely in Cassidy Keith's favor. He had it finished. Except for poor ring positioning. Theo Storm, by crook, your winner. For all of us here at the Superkick Network, I am JV Vernola. We will see you next time.